Okay, today we're going to try to do a little testing on the Star Wars soundboard. This is the board that I just recently got working, and the soundboard was completely dead, but I was able to test it on my other working board, and I tested the ROMs, and the two ROM chips are good. I replaced the processor, the CPU, and I replaced the SRAM, and I also replaced the PIA chip. Also, this is the sound synthesizer chip. I swapped it with my working good board, and it works in the good board, so I know all these chips are good. After doing all this, I now have music and sound effects, but I still have no voice. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to fire up my game over here with my working board, and we're going to try to go into the sound test mode and see what the test mode is involved. I haven't done this yet, so it's kind of new to me. We're going to try it, and I'm going to see if I can get it to work. From reading through the troubleshooting guide, what we need to do is turn the game on in test mode, which I have, and you have to put it on the switch test screen. Okay, once you got it on the switch test screen, and it's in test mode, then what we need to do is, right here on the soundboard is the test point, and right beside it is the ground. So from what I understand, all we have to do is ground it, and it should put it in test mode and run through every sound effects, music, and voice that it has. So let's give it a try here and see what we get.
Always. The force will be with you. Always. The force will be with you.
Great shot, kid! That was 1 in a million!
I have you now. I'm on the leader. Let go, Luke.
R2 increase the power. Red 5 standing by.
Remember,
I can't shake it! Look at the size of that thing.
stay in attack formation. The force is strong, Citizen.
It's Red 5, I'm going in.
Luke, trust me. Use the force, Luke.
Okay, appears like it's gone through all the sounds,
Great shot, kid! That was 1 in a million!
and it started over again. Now, reading in the manual also, if we disconnect the ground,
I'm on the leader. Let go.
what should happen is each one of the sounds and music or sound effects, each time you put it on the ground and let off, it should play the next one, and it'll play the whole thing all the way through. So if you're having a particular problem with one particular sound effect or whatever, I guess you can verify that it is working or it's not working. So let's try that.
I lost R2.
And that played one sound. All right, let's go for another one.
R2's ready to create the power.
Okay, let's try another one.
Red 5 standing by.
So as you can see, each time you could put a wire up a push button switch and put them on these terminals, and it would be a little easier. But let's try a few more here. I gotta hold it a little longer.
Remember. Attention! Look at the size of that thing.
Stay in attack formation. You are strong, citizen.
It's Red 5, I'm going in.
Luke, trust me.
Use the force, Luke. Yahoo! You're all clear, kid.
Okay, well, now that we see what is involved and what type of sounds we get, we have something to use as a comparison with the non-working board. And when you compare the sounds that this working board is putting out in the order they put them in, we ought to be able to figure out what section is not working, which will narrow down where the problem is on the board. So let's get the non-working or the board that has the problem set up in a test mode here and give that a try and see what we got. Okay, now I'll put my board set in that has the problem with the soundboard. And in a track mode, as you can see, it's just, well, it was repeating a clicking, thumping noise in the speaker. Now it's kind of quit. So anyway, let's play a little bit of the game and let you see exactly what it's doing. I already got one credit in it, so let me push the button. As you can see, no speech. Start a game. And I have sound. Playing fine. The music and sound effects is working, but there's just no speech at all. Back in test mode. Okay, we got the game back in test mode, and as you can see, there are no errors present. So now what we have to do is put it in the switch test mode. Now we come around here and let's put the soundboard in test mode by grounding the test pin and the ground. so far, no speech at all. I would think that it would be some music or something, but maybe something has... There we go. Okay, well, it seems like everywhere I should be getting speech, I'm just getting little pops in the speaker. But it appears that the sound effects and the music are all there. So now we have to sit down with this information and try to figure out what section this could be that's causing this, and see what kind of other tests or checks we can do. In the troubleshooting guide, it says that if you're not getting the speech to get out your oscilloscope, well, I have an oscilloscope packed away somewhere, which I reckon I may have to go unpack and get it out and see if I can use it. But first I'll try some old-fashioned methods and do a little testing and checking and see what I can come up with.